One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Boilermakers will boot it away to start the game. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Anderson will throw. Coming out aggressively. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
So now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down.
He's tackled at the 24-yard line. Coming up, 4th down.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Marshall. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
To throw, it's Baker. Using the quick game. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke taking a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
The Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Breaks the tackle. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Quick strike through the air for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to turning it on. Crosses midfield. He's at the 30. The 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Hurricane.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. That's reeled in. It's Messer. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Pulls it and fires to the left.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Boilermakers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air, it's Baker. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Pick up a 5. It'll be third down and 5.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. We'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, get more of a plus yardage on this play. Nice job.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and obviously great play by the offense to keep the drive alive, and also a good find by the quarterback on third down.
The Boilermakers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Touchdown, Purdue! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. A methodical powerful drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. The give to the tailback. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
Anderson wants to throw. Going over the top. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today, they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable third down situations. We've seen them at any area of the field so far in this one have success in the running game. They'll keep that up until this defense proves they can stop it.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Dumps it to the back. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Yeah, I think because the quarterback just wasn't able to transfer his weight and really step into that throw, the ball sailed on him a little bit, and that defender had a chance to make that interception. That's one you've got to make the quarterback pay for.
And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Going for the marker on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Boilermakers have moved it inside the 20. To the air, it's Baker. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. Punch it out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Working that left side. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. That's the end of the period, and Purdue has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. It's good. That'll make it a 2-score game at 16-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. BYU is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Ty Detmer, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by 10 to Cal. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it, be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
The Hurricanes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Anderson will throw. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And you know they're going to go for it again on 4th down. At least you think they are, because early in this game we've already seen them try to go for it on a couple 4th downs. They didn't get any of those. They got to find a way to stay on the field here. They've got to get their best playmaker on offense, the football.
Tries to get it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback's scrambling, the quarterback running.
He's trying to get it in. Touchdown, Boilermakers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And the extra point extends the lead to 16.
23, Miami, 7.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Anderson wants to throw. Fires to the middle. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And the defense did exactly that. If you're on offense here, I don't know. I just throw it.
There he goes. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration, so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the 1st down.
And they will score! Touchdown, Purdue!
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Oh, how could that happen? He misses the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. He's brought down after a good return, gets it out to the 31. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Anderson will throw. Fires to the big fella. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Canes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on the line to his wide receiver.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Marshall. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
The Boilermakers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it up to 12. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Boilermakers are in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Baker. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in.
Touchdown, Boilermakers! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, diving catches always look sweet, but they look even sweeter when it's for a touchdown. That's shades of Desmond Howard back in the day, winning a Heisman Trophy and making catches against Notre Dame. That was unbelievable.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Oh, and he missed it again. He's missed 2 of them now. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan State is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Kirk Cousins had a hand in getting this quarterback to East Lansing, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? They're trailing by just 4 to Eastern Michigan. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later. And
he's going for a big play downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Throws for the tight end. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Gets it away off his back foot. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
He's got it on the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's got it on the run. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up.
Into the house. Touchdown, Purdue!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On the run, it's Lyle. And they'll just play it safe with the run right back to the line of scrimmage, and we are at halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Hurricanes will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Makes a move. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll run the option. Now the toss. Breaks into the open. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Looking to pass. It's Baker. Got his man out of the backfield. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. After making his first field goal, he'll try to put up another with a shorty from 26. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Now on first down from the 28. Power football with the run. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Canes can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, give on the inside. Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
The Hurricanes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the ground with the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Williams looking for a man. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball.
Oh, it's a phony punt. They're going to run it with the up man. He's not even going to come close to the first down, and they'll turn it over.
Man, the fake punt. The idea of the fake punt is so great. I'm going to catch you off guard, get a free first down. But when it goes south, everybody's ticked off. Why did you do it? What a stupid play call. So if you just called it, sorry, but that's what I had to say about it.
Oh, he's got a chance.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
The give to the back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Boilermakers are facing 3rd and inches. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Oh, he's got some space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they tacked on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas State has the lead right now. San Marcos has been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 7 over UTSA. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
It'll be 3rd and long. Trying play action. Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success.
And they'll fake it again. He's not going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs. The fake doesn't work.
I love the aggressive nature by the head coach, trying to reach into the bag of tricks on a fake punt, but the defense was expecting it. And we've got a change of possession.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not.
Got enough space, and he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the ball is loose on the return.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. They send the tight end in motion. They'll try the run. Runs into a wall. They'll give him 1 out to the 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They run the reverse. They couldn't get anybody to bite on that one, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Williams will pass. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. Off the play fake on first down. That pass is incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to...
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
He'll pull it on the read. Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know...
There he goes! Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
And I think this offense ran the football knowing it's in fourth down territory. It's fourth and short. It's go time, almost near midfield. To me, this is green light. I got to stay aggressive. I'm losing, but the situation favors me in fourth and short.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball, too. You could see there right after the third down play, looking at his sideline, saying, give me the ball. I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team.
And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to...
Breaks into the open. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. Won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10.
Green 25.
A run for the quarterback. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down and keeps the clock moving.
Here we go.
Snap it to the back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll keep it himself. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. Looking to throw, it's Baker. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish. And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we're looking pretty good.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Turning it on. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the 1st down.
They go to the ground. Hard running there.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He might want another play. The give to the fullback. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
Brings up 3rd down.